Hey YouTube, coming at you the viewer submitted battle from Big Deco, who is a member of the channel. So thank you for the submission. While we're on the topic of submissions, I know I said other members I'll cover your Little Cups teams. I will not be doing that because I was looking at the views on the top teams and they just got nothing. And people are like, I'm not playing this crappy league. So we will not be playing Little Cup this week. So if you want to submit some great leagues, it'll be kind of tight to get them this time around. Or what you can do is send me next week is Color Cup for great leagues. So if you want to send me some Color Cups, I'll try and prioritize you next week. But Big Deco says, I've never put this much time in and been so mediocre at anything in my life. It's so frustrating. I always end up settling between 2,000 and 2,200 at season end. My strategy is similar to what you've detailed. If I can either grab a shield or the switch with my lead, I stay in. I consider my team to be balanced, but I have two answers in the back for grass, which is the hardest answer for Gastrodon. Still, you'll see I twice couldn't reset switch to get alignment on Jumpluffs. Thanks in advance for the insight. Okay, so you have Gastrodon, Zapdos, and Sandslash. So I was actually, when I was looking at the numbers on all these things, I was like, where Zapdos? And Zapdos is actually ranked number 67 in the Great League. With that Thundershock buff, it is very spammy with the drill pecks and just hits so hard. My only concern with this team is Sandslash and Zapdos, both Shadow in the back, are pretty glassy. And Zapdos as a safe swap is also very, very risky because your ability to like one-shot things with drill peck is not happening. But you're so glassy that you're probably going to need to shield up anything. So it's going to be actually tough to flip switch in a lot of these matchups. But we'll take a look at the battles and see what happens here. Okay, Gastrodon into Hitmonchan, 1900 range. Hello. I've used Hitmonchan. It's kind of fun, actually. But there's no point of using Hitmonchan when there's Primeape and Annihilate. So Hitmonchan is going to throw Power Punch. It is so glassy that, yeah, you can just go Body Slam here. Because the Mud Slaps and Body Slams should do like pretty much enough to take this out. They shield. We can get another move off. So this will... If it doesn't take out, it's going to be like 1 HP. So get the Mud Slap off to take it out. So half switch, half shield advantage. They come in with a Steel type Pokemon, which that is crazy. You're going to try and get to the Earth Power. And do get to the Earth Power. I don't even know if you need Earth Power. You could just do Resisted Body Slam because the slaps are so much. You may even get to 2 Body Slams, but going down there. And I guess here's your problem with your safe swap in Zapdos. You're still so glassy. So they have a Trailblaze, which is resisted. Ampharos in, so get into Sandslash. No. Okay, so Zapdos is half flying. So you're taking neutral and they're taking resisted because they're electric. And flying is resisted on electric. And you now let them get 100 energy. Oh my god. And they have a Focus Blast, apparently. I mean, the Focus Blast is just whatever. You cannot build for that. But do get the Drill Peck off. You do have a shield, so maybe you get to the move here. Yeah, okay, you still win. Yeah, but I just like when you see, I don't know if your brain went electric versus electric. This is neutral. Well, no, it's not. You're half flying, so they have an advantage over you. Jumpluff, terrible lead. Okay, so we're going to instant swap Zapdos here. They eventually get out into Dunsparce. So here is going Thunderbolt. I don't even know if you need Thunderbolts because I think one will not take out. And now you still need a drill. Yeah. So this, let me stop it right here because this is something that we need to talk about. Because I see a lot of newbies make this mistake. And it comes down to like, do you know how much damage your moves do? Drill Peck's a pretty hard hitting move. Thunderbolt's a hard hitting move. However, neither are going to one-shot the majority of things. But Drill Peck is often strong enough to take out Pokemon in 2 moves. So, and Thunderbolt is almost never strong enough to take out a Pokemon in 1. So there's no point of throwing the higher energy Thunderbolt if you need to throw a Drill Peck anyways. Your best bet is just to go the quicker double Drill Peck anyways, as opposed to the more energy Thunderbolt and then the Drill Peck. I see this a lot with people. As much as I like make fun of Gastrodon being so bad with Body Slam, like there's some matchups you need Earth Power. But some matchups, it's like one Earth Power is not going to take out. You can probably get away with just slapping and Body Slam. Like, and same thing with the Ice Punch and Drill Run on Sandslash. Like, sometimes you can just go double Ice Punch as opposed to going to the Drill Run and then Ice Punch. Those are just like, that takes some like getting used to the Pokemon, and it's tough depending on like how often you use these Pokemon or not. Yeah. So gonna get to a Drill Peck, which now you have to. They're gonna shield because they're gonna get a second one off you, or maybe even get to take you out with a, yeah. So I think you just let this go. No, you gotta let this go. Because now they're gonna get, they're just gonna shield and take switch anyways. So you have, let me stop it right here. So you have, and I saw it in the write-up, you have the strategy that I mentioned, which I get your thought process. It's like you have absolutely no matchup against your Jumpluff with Gastrodon, so you need to try and flip switch. But you also just need to be aware of the situation. Like you were down a shield. No, you were even shields, and they were like one rollout away from getting to a move, or two rollouts away from getting to a move. So like the second you shield, they know they have such a good alignment on the front that they're just gonna match shield and keep switch. So now you're like down shields, and you're gonna lose switch, which is never a situation to be in. You should just like let that go and come get ahead on energy. Even if you come get ahead on energy on Sandslash, knowing that Sandslash is probably your win con. Like if they have a fight or something or a ground in the back, you're screwed. There's just not much you can do. But like you should have been getting with a shield. Yeah, you're screwed anyways. There's not much you could have done. Honestly, in the end, there's not much you could have done in this matchup because you just got hard countered essentially. But I don't think, like, yes, you try your best to flip switch here because you really, really need to flip switch here. But if you can't flip switch here, you then need to like pivot to, okay, I'm not going to flip switch. What is the next best scenario? I'm going to lose switch, so I need energy advantage on which Pokemon to do well on. So if you came in and got a couple, again, you would have lost anyway, so don't get me wrong. But if you would like came in with a shield advantage and got like 3 or 4 powder snows off on Sandslash and got energy there, that is more valuable than shielding, getting the move off, throwing, going down, and then getting 1 powder snow and still losing switch and now not having any energy or shields. So get a drill run off, but then lose on the second one because 1 drill run's not enough to take out here. So they will take you down there. Pretty close actually for losing like a hard counter. Okay, Wiggly. So the first thing you need to worry about is that they're probably going to have some sort of ground in the back. Because if you have Wiggly on the lead, you need to worry about poisons and steals in the back. So they may have a ground in the back. So they just go straight Charm, which is great. Because you get a second move off here. Grab 2 shields. You should be coming Sandslash. Because every move is resisted. That being said, even if every move is resisted, you might want to shield up the next one. They do just Icy Wind. Oh, instant swap, yeah. So they give up switch. Getting off the Drill Peck. I don't know if this is enough. It's going to be close. Talonflame's pretty glassy and you're attack heavy. Yeah, but not quite enough. This is one of the ones where it's like, it's kind of close. You don't really want to take any more Incinerates. So I get trying to throw right away. And for some reason, instead of just coming back in with their Charmer to take you out, they come in with a Clodsire. I guess, actually, you know what? That's not a bad idea because they're just trying to get ahead on energy. That's actually smart on them. Their win con is potentially getting ahead on energy and landing an Earthquake on your Sandslash. So doing that, you kind of recognize what they're doing. They're probably at an Earthquake. You got to watch for, I don't know if people catch in the 1900s. You got to watch for a catch here. Oh, you got to also throw the move. You may live. Oh, it's just a Stone Edge. You're lucky they didn't get to an Earthquake. And the Wiggly is so low. Yeah, I think you need to throw that move. And Wiggly's not going to take you out with any of their charge moves if you don't take that Stone Edge. So you got to like take that out, not take that second move. Because if it was an Earthquake, you just lost that matchup. Ariados. Okay, so I get it because they probably have a grass move, which will be super effective on Gastrodon. You're hoping they don't have a fighter because they actually are staying in. You do get a move off. Every move is resisted. They did just boost their attack and you're pretty glassy, so it's still going to put you in like the deep yellow. But they clearly don't have an answer for this. Yeah, Dugong. I was about to say, if they didn't come in with anything immediately, they don't have an answer for this. I think you probably were poor on the fast move timing there. Let it go. Come Gastrodon, because you don't want to take super effective on the... Yes, I know that you would also be hitting super effective on them, but I think your glassiness and their energy advantage is too much for Zapdos to overcome. So I think you got to come Gastrodon. Yeah. You can live anything, so you can just let it go. It is just an Icy Wind, and then they instant swap and you instant swap. So again, you do not need anything outside of a Drill Peck. Thunder Shocks are doing so much damage. And now you're just going to outpace this thing. So you shield up everything. You just outpace the Drill Pecks. I'd be throwing... You can, honestly, you can go for CMP if you want. You can go to one more if you want, but just decide to throw right away. It's fine. It does not really matter. You'd win CMP because you're so attack heavy. But they're going to throw you shield, and you will outpace. I'm just worried about the switch clocks because that was the fourth moves. They now do try and catch or try and snipe. I don't know what they're trying to do. They're just getting out of the matchup smartly into a Dugong. Take that out. A couple Thundershocks should take this out here. Yeah. I mean, there's some good Pokemon in this meta. Holy smokes. Rydon into a Marowak. So is that... okay. So now you're too slow. Okay, so... All right, let's just play this out. Marowak is... I was going to say, Instant Zapdos seems like the play, but then they do have Rock Slide, and you are both at best have neutral Drill Peck, so I don't even know if that's the play. And then Sandslash can't take it, so you know what? I was like, you should get out, but the more I think about it, the more it's like, get out into what? Thundershock is resisted, neutral Drill Peck. Have to take super effective Rock Slides. You have to now, because you really don't want to take, well, yeah, you don't want to take the extra slaps on the thing, but now you got to almost shield and get to a move. Gonna let it go. That's gonna almost one-shot you. Rydon comes in, and it's to say, if this is a slap user, you don't have anything for this, because this will take you out very quickly too. So you got to throw quick. Shield, yeah, this is tough. I'm like going in my mind how I would play this differently. Because they have two Mud Slap users, which really hurts your Sandslash here. And the first Mud Slap user has, or the Marowak has, and it's a Muck. Yeah, I'm guessing one Draw Run doesn't take out, so you're probably top left. Rydon with Mud Slap gets out into a Marowak with Mud Slap. You know, the only reason I say you get out is because you have such a great matchup with Gastrodon, because Rydon is half rock. So you'd be doing super effective with your Mud Slaps. And yes, Rock Slide is super effective from the Marowak, but you should just significantly outpace to the Drill Pecks by the time they get to the Rock Slide. So I probably still would have just come straight Zapdos and taken those resisted Mud Slaps, and then just try and outpace in the multiple shields with Zapdos. But it's a really tricky one though. Okay, this is the second time that you've used Sandslash as a safe swap, which is always so risky, being double weak to fire and fighting. And was this Goodra on the lead, or did they come into Goodra? Because did they came into Goodra? Oh yeah, sorry, they came into Goodra. Okay, never mind, ignore me. Yes, coming into Sandslash is correct with the Dragon Breath resisted. You can take a move and take this out. Yeah, that's fine. Over farming a bit. Okay. Yep. So far, everything about this is correct. Barrel is going to come back in. And so you're going to get to a drill run here. Even nice on the timing there. Now, can you get to a second one? Or are they going to throw? Just throw. Yeah. Honestly, they're so low. I think this is the right play. You just throw this and chip. Even if it's resisted, it's going to chip enough. Yeah, it's too glassy of a Pokemon, so then they just give up. Yeah, it just comes Zapdos. Honestly, don't even throw a move. Just double shield and Thundershock down. Okay, that was nicely played. Gastrodon gets Corsola or Corsala. I would just play this out. And again, Body Slam is resisted, so you have to just go straight Earth Power. You can live a Nightshade. Nightshade is a good, decent move, so it'll put you in the yellow. If they shield, you're in trouble. And now you're in trouble, because now they're going to outpace you here. And they give up Switch, which is crazy. So you can either instant swap now or just do one more slap. It's up to you. So yeah, getting this. If they get to a move here, that's fine. Just shield it. And then just get up to like match their 15 turns worth of moves here, essentially. I would have even gone like one or two more. But that's fine. Just want to get this off before they get to another move. Coming out with some energy. Throw the move. This is one where I feel like Drill Peck won't take out, but Thunderbolt may take out. They do shield anyway, so that's fine. Going to shield. Drill Peck actually may take out. Personal is just so tough because it's so bulky. I don't know how bulky it is to take these moves. Shadow Zapdos is very attack heavy, so I've got to imagine Drill Peck does take out here. Yeah, very attack heavy. And Primeape, who wins CMP? It is Zapdos. This is a one-shot. Zapdos. How fun. I love using Zapdos in the Ultra League, so putting in work in the Great League. Jumpluff again. So going to come straight into this. You say you did not flip it twice. It is pretty tough to flip a Morpeko because they're just going to need to move just as quick, and that's resisted. So going to shield up one, assuming they're going to go Aura Wheel, and they do. Yeah, like you're playing this right, but there's no chance to flip this because they're just going to outpace you. So honestly, you just let this go. See, now you're taking down to the zeros, essentially, because you're going to get a move off, but now they're going to get a move off, if not just farm you down completely and then come out with energy, which is even more deadly. So like you can't burn that shield there. Yeah. Coming in with Gastrodon to take the resisted move, but they're already double buffed here. So even if it's resisted, it's still going to chip so much. And now you got to swap into this. I'm assuming they have an answer. So this is, again, the scenario where I think you just, in your mind, you're like, I need to fight for this so hard. But I don't think that's a play. I think the play is probably, again, losing the one shield. Grab one shield, that's fine. Losing the one shield, and then just try to get it so far ahead on energy. Because if you got like 4 or 5 Powder Snows on this, then you're potentially beating both Diggersby and Jumpluff. So you just need to like take the chance that Sandslash is your win con here, because you can't flip it. And then Guzzlord, again, neutral matchup, so we'll probably just play this out. So getting some Mud Slaps off. They got to move pretty quick there, so maybe just Dragon Claw. No, it's a Brutal Swing. Oh, I mean, Brutal Swing's, yeah, down to 35 too, so that makes sense. Going with the Earth Power, going for the do damage or grab a shield strategy. And the damage lands and the defense falls, and we take Switch, so that's nice. And they come in Tentacle. You're not going to get to... Oh, we do get to... no, you're not. I was supposed to say, you're not going to get to move. Obviously, next time, throw the Body Slam. You still have Zapdos, though, so this is fine. You're going to have to just shield up everything, though. Hopefully, it's not like an icy like an acid spray. Yeah, it's an acid spray. Okay. So, the problem is now that they acid spray you're... This is tricky, because your best bet is probably to go into... Because you're going to get, taken out too fast. And now that Body Slam's killing you. And now they can acid spray you again. Don't shield. They're just going to acid spray you and lower your defense. Okay, well, that's unfortunate. Morpeko just goes... Yeah, and now they can just outpace you because you're solo. Okay. So... I think once they acid spray you, you need to pivot into Sandslash, because the Zapdos is already so glassy, especially as a shadow. It is so glassy. And then they lowered your defense times 2 and doing super hard hitting poison jabs. So it is really going to add up on Zapdos. And yes, you're doing super effective Thunder Shocks. And yes, Powder Snow is resisted. but you can't just stand there and get farmed down like that because the damage is way too much. Anyways, I hope that some of that was helpful. Yeah, so again, the main takeaways is like don't overfight for switch if that switch is not there, right? I think in your mind you're just like, I need to flip switch, but like both scenarios, like you can't. You're just like, those are such tough answers in the different shield scenarios for especially Zapdos, a classic Pokemon. But thanks for this mission. And thanks for the membership support. For those of you who are also want memberships, I think there's, if you're on like I don't know if it shows up a lot on phones, but for sure if you're on a laptop, there's like a membership button below by the subscribe. And then yeah, for the I think I've talked about membership somewhere, but if not, all members priority for video submissions. I will analyze your videos like this, so it's like kind of like quasi coaching. All members level 1 and 2 get the Discord chat just with me, and then the level 2 members add me in the game. So if you're a level 2 member and I have not added you in the game yet, send me a just go to my Discord and tag me saying like, level 2 member, here's my name, here's my trainer code, and I'll add you. So that is it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.